The 3:30 p.m. meeting of the Bakersfield City Council is now in session.
Good afternoon. It's my pleasure to call to order the 3:30 regular City Council meeting of July 9th, 2025. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Mayor Go?
Here.
Vice Mayor Core?
Here.
Councilmember Arias? Councilmember Gonzalez?
Here.
Councilmember Weir?
Here.
Councilmember Smith?
I'm here.
Councilmember Coman?
Here.
Councilmember Bashir Tosh?
Here.
Thank you. In keeping with Council's resolution, public statements are received at different times. Depending on the item, I will call on the City Clerk to call for public statements at the appropriate time. If you wish to make a public statement, please fill out a public speaker card and place it in the tray next to the speaker podium. We ask that you mark whether you're here to speak on an item listed on today's agenda or in a matter not on the agenda. Speakers who do not identify a specific agenda item will be presumed speakers for the non-agenda public statements. If you're here to speak on an item not listed on the meeting agenda, you'll be called first to speak. Statements are given a 2-minute time limit per speaker, 20 minutes total for non-agenda item public statements. If you're here to speak on an item listed on the agenda, I'll call for you at the appropriate time. If public statements become disruptive and I have to clear the chambers to regain order of the meeting, you'll be called in one at a time to provide your public statement when your item is called. Everyone in attendance is expected to adhere to the rules of decorum established by resolution of the City Council. Failure to abide by the city's rules of decorum, including any disruptive behavior that interferes with our ability to have an orderly and efficient meeting, prevents the City Council from conducting the business of the city. Consider this a first warning to everyone in attendance that conduct that disrupts the meeting may result in expulsion and/or the chambers being cleared. Behavior that disrupts the meeting includes repetitive statements, shouting, hate speech, interrupting staff or presenters during the meeting, speaking out of turn, outbursts from the audience, and surpassing the 2-minute time limit. Madam Clerk, do we have any public statements regarding items not listed on the agenda?
Mayor Go, we have received 2 speaker cards for items not on the agenda.
Thank you. Would you please call them?
Carlos Lopez?
Hi.
Welcome. Please introduce yourself.
My name is Carlos Lopez, and I wanted to address the issue of police impounds. My car was recently impounded. Can you hear me all right?
Yes.
And my situation is such that I requested a hearing, I guess a fair hearing, asking that the impound be shortened. I was stopped for driving on a suspended license on a 16-year-old ticket. Or the ticket was from 2006, 2016, I mean. 2016, that's correct. Up in Redding, California. And it was difficult for me to get there at the time, to go back up there, and it became a failure to appear. It's different now in Redding. I can go ahead and do this, get this handled over the phone. But the problem remains that it's very. I'm retired. I got to Bakersfield years ago as a Reginald Heber Smith Poverty Law Fellow. I've been a member of the KC EOC board, elected member. Irma Carson's counseling board. A lot of public service. That's what I do. And I had realized in retirement that I hadn't looked into the homeless issue. So I was, make a long story short, I'm a long distance bicycle rider. So I camped out one night at the river to test my gear. That's what you do. It's called crazy camping. While I was there, someone stole my bicycle. And I gave it some thought, and well, I hadn't met any of the homeless, I hadn't worked with the homeless, or even really involved myself directly with the homeless issue. So I stayed out there looking for my bicycle, and I got to meet some of the homeless people, and I'm relatively, I think, familiar with the day-to-day issues of being homeless. And it really is difficult, very difficult. And if any of you have experienced it, I think you'll understand what I'm saying.
Mr. Lopez, your 2 minutes are up. Can you
That's
just bring your statements to a close, and then I'm just going to ask the city manager to have staff follow up with you.
Okay. It appears to me that there's no appeal process for the decisions made. I was denied a hearing. My car was kept 30 days. And I don't understand why we're denied a hearing. That's what they do.
Thank you, Mr. Lopez. So we have your contact information, and I'll give it to the appropriate person so somebody can follow up with you. Thank you for speaking.
Great, thank you.
Great, thank you. Next speaker, please.
Michael Torres.
Good
Welcome.
afternoon.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Michael Torres. So the issue that I want to address tonight, Council, thank you for allowing me to speak. I live on 30th Street, and it is considered a, let me see, a collector street. And the problem is we have kids that walk that street and they end up walking on the side next to the vehicles. That a lot of it is not paved for sidewalks. There's probably about 3 or 4 sections just on my side of the street that have sidewalks in front of the property. Last year, my neighbor's vehicle got hit right in front of our house. Just a couple weeks ago, a drunk driver took out a fence just further down, right past San Dimas, and I'm talking about the area from Union all the way to 34th and Q. A lot of activity goes on at night. A lot of people tend to burn out on the corner of 34th and Q. 30th and Q, in that little intersection. I'm requesting that if there's any way we could get speed bumps or radar, or see if Department of Transportation would actually help out, being that we have a lot of commercial vehicles going down there, so we could get sidewalks so somebody doesn't get hit. That's my main goal. I don't want to go out there and have a kid get hit going to Longfellow Elementary School. That's my biggest concern. And I have a kid, and I know about 5 other people that have kids. And when we walk out, we have to walk right next to the vehicles, right next to the traffic. It's posted 35, but people tend to go a little quicker than that. And that's all I have to say. Thank you, guys.
Ms. Torres, thank you for sharing your concern, and we'll have staff follow up with you. Issue on 30th and Q. So I'll make sure that staff is able to follow up. Councilmember Gonzalez.
Mr. Torres, thank you so much for speaking today and bringing up this issue. It's a really important issue for many of us on the City Council when it comes to pedestrian safety. We know that this is a major issue facing many of our families in the community. This area actually used to be in my ward. It's now in Ward 3. I know Councilmember Weir and I have kind of passed the baton with regard to some of the work in this area. Mr. Clegg, there has been a project pending to actually improve some of the sidewalks since this was in Ward 2. Can you give us an update, please, on the improvement project in this area?
Yeah, thank you, Councilmember. I was just thinking about that. This is an area that historically didn't have curb gutter sidewalk developed throughout when it was originally developed. It's been, annexed into the city, and so we've included it in our CDBG curb gutter sidewalk program. We actually set aside additional funds outside of just those CDBG monies from our general CIP dollars to expedite. So this coming year, work will be done around 28th and Q and SB up towards 30th. But because there's a significant amount of work, we're actually having to phase this out in different chunks. And so it's probably going to be about a 3-year project to get to multiple segments throughout this area. But this year's includes, again, 28th and Q and SB up towards 30th. But then along 30th and over to San Dimas will be in phased out over the next couple of years.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Thank you so much. Hopefully that helps shed some light on some of the work that we're trying to do to address the concerns that you've raised. Also, before I pass it back to the mayor, the council has adopted what's called a neighborhood traffic calming handbook, a toolkit of all these different traffic calming measures for neighborhoods throughout the city. And it's designed for residents to take it and to determine among themselves what might be some of the best interventions for the city to actually implement in order to reduce traffic speeds. And so I'd encourage you to look on the city website, and perhaps staff can direct you to that resource so you can take a look at what we have available, because it goes far beyond speed bumps now. There's a lot of options available to us, but it's really important for us as council members to work with the community and work with city staff so that we can make our streets safer. So I just want to thank you for being proactive, and I'm looking forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Madam Clerk, next item, please.
Mayor Go, that was our final speaker for non-agenda items, and we have not received any agenda item speaker cards.
Thank you. And now, next item, please.
Closed session, item 4A, conference with legal counsel, existing litigation regarding Evangelos Demistas versus City of Bakersfield. And item 4B, conference with legal counsel, initiation of litigation, one matter.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn to closed session.
We're adjourned to closed session. Reconvening the 3:30 meeting at 4:44. Madam City Attorney.
Thank you, Mayor. There were two items on closed session tonight. Item 4A, there is no reportable action, and on item 4B, there is no reportable action. Thank you.
Thank you. And with that, we stand adjourned at 4:45. And we will start our next meeting in a while. We have one before the 5:15 meeting. We have a real quick routine meeting. Father?